Hi everyone, my name is Joe Kehrig with the Kehrig Real Estate Team, and welcome to the San Ramon Valley Real Estate Update the week of May 18th. A lot has happened the last couple weeks, if you saw last week, but first off, as always, I want to thank everyone out there on the front line. The military, first responders, doctors, nurses, truckers, delivery people, the grocery people. May God bless them, may God bless your family and keep you safe. So, what's been going on with the real estate market? We're really starting to see, as I mentioned last week, on May 4th, we became basically fully engaged in the real estate business. Prior to May 4th, we could only show vacant properties, and we could not have any contractors in a home, no stagers. So basically, listings, died down because we couldn't get listings ready to go. There were still listings coming on the market, and inventory actually picked up a little bit, but there were homes that were already ready. And then plus a lot of sellers felt, why put our home on the market if it can't even be shown? So we have seen an increase in listings, but you'll see this week some exciting news. The buyers are coming back out, and we're seeing an increase in the buyers. So if you're getting this video through email, you'll see that we're really trying to support, because there's obviously some businesses that aren't back 100%. We're basically back 100% because as of 2 weeks ago, we can now show occupied properties. The seller does have to leave, and one agent, we need to sanitize in, wear face masks, have a maximum of 2 buyers with us, and the seller cannot be home. But we can show occupied properties, and now contractors can go in those properties, and we can start getting listings ready to go, which we're starting to do. So you're going to see inventory continually come on the market. So except for open house or tours, we're basically fully engaged in the business, and the sellers and buyers are starting to become more engaged in the business. Open houses, tours, obviously are no. I'm not sure, to be honest with you, we're really going to see open houses come back like they did before, because why, if you can now, most agents, the good agents are doing full virtual tours, walkthroughs on their homes, so people can see them before they go out. So it's kind of pre-qualifying the buyer before they go out. I don't know how many people are going to want to just, unless we get a complete, vaccination for this and an antivirus, that people are going to just want to go out and walk through strangers' homes, or those sellers are going to want strangers to walk through their homes. So broker tours where the agents can come out, we can definitely manage that, and in a much safer mode, because they're all professionals going in, and there's not like kids in tow or anything like that. So we'll see how that goes. But for right now, no broker tours, no open houses. So where are we at with the market this week, and what has it done? First off, if you look at my first slide, I saw the stat, 77% of potential sellers are making preparations to sell their home once the stay-at-home orders are lifted. Obviously in California, we still have a stay-at-home order. We do have to wear face masks when we go out, but you're seeing more and more business, and if you're out there, you're starting to see it also. I did have a listing appointment the other day where I actually went out. We kept social distancing. I didn't touch anything. We were 6 feet apart. They had a long table. We went through stuff. Now, I did do a lot of stuff online first, but it was necessary for them to have me walk through the home. So we did do that, and we did it safely. So we're starting to see that happen a little bit more. We're still trying to do as much as we can remote, though, to keep everyone safe. But as you look at the graph, 77% of potential sellers, they're ready to get their home ready, and they're ready to get it on the market. I saw this because the 2020 homeowners wish list that they put out, and after people have been sheltered in place, you kind of understand that this is what they want. They want more light, more natural light, more space, a home gym, to add a bathroom and update the kitchen. Now, depending what home you're living in, I think almost everyone can relate to one of those if you've been sheltering in place for the last 2 months, and a larger yard or patio, especially if you have kids. So, they talk about that there's probably going to be a lot of movement from urban to suburbia for 2 reasons. One is, I think people that now have been cooped up into a high-rise apartment or a condo for a couple months is probably going a little batty, and now a lot more people are working at home. You know, a lot of the tech firms have told their people, hey, the rest of the year, you know, you basically can work from home. So I think you're going to see a little movement, you know, from the city to the suburbia. At least most of the experts are going to feel that way. And when you look at this graph, you definitely see, I think all of us are experiencing at least one of those: more space, more light, a home gym, more bathrooms, an updated kitchen, or a larger yard or patio. I heard one speaker the other day when I was listening to a podcast basically said he hadn't cooked 6 meals in his kitchen with his wife all year, for a year, and he was literally cooking 4 nights a week, and, you know, kind of discovering that their kitchen was a little bit smaller. So let's look at where where it's taken us. And first off, as I started before, if you got this through an email, you'll see that we're really trying to support the neighborhood restaurants. And what we're doing is they're offering a special deal if you do a pickup, or some of them will deliver, but if you kind of do a drive-by pickup, we're really trying to support them. And you'll see if you mention the Kehrig team, you can even get some discounts. Plus, we're giving a $50 gift certificate. We're having a drawing for 8 $50 gift certificates to each one of the restaurants. It's our way of supporting each one of these 8 restaurants. But not only that, what it does is if we want to kind of, you know, embrace our clientele and our friends and our clients out there. So if you do order food from them, bring it home, take a picture, and email it to us, and you'll go on the drawing for a $50 gift certificate. It's our way, again, of supporting the community. And these poor restaurants are trying everything they can do just to limp along until they can open back up. And then once they open up, they're talking about 25 or 50% of capacity. So let's support them when we can. And if you didn't get this via email, just email us at info@kehrigteam.com, and we can get you the information. So let's look first at San Ramon. If you remember the last couple weeks, we really saw inventory jump up. There were somewhere around about 80 homes, up to 120 homes. And we saw that as things started loosening up a little bit. As we expect all summer, we'll see the inventory go up a little bit. But here's the big thing, and here's the exciting thing when you look at the graph. It went from 48 pendings last week to 58. That is huge. The pendings have been staying pretty steady. What that is telling us is the buyers are starting to come out. The buyers are starting to feel comfortable. They're coming out. There's more inventory to choose from. So if you're a seller, get the home out there, because there are going to be more homes that come on the market. And if you're a buyer, great time to buy. And you'll see when we wrap this up at the end, it's not like you're going to steal a property, but you can definitely get a good deal. So San Ramon, very solid. The active properties, homes on the market stayed pretty consistent, but the pending sales were up. Same thing with Danville. The active properties did go up a little bit from 125 to 135, but look at the pendings, 52 to 61, a big increase, you know, a 10% plus increase, 20% increase on the pending sales. So we're definitely seeing that the listings have gone up, but now the pendings are going up. Because here's what it's always all about, is when we get a lot of times, like always in a normal season after Easter, we would see a lot of homes come on the market after the spring Easter break, because there's 2 weeks of Easter spring break, you know, depending if it's the private parochial schools or public schools. So as a real estate broker, we never wanted to put a lot of homes on the market during those 2 weeks, because half our clientele was gone. So we'd wait till the week after Easter, and there would be just a ton of homes coming on the market, 2 or 3 weeks worth of homes come on the market at one time. And that always happened, but what I always looked at wasn't what came on the market. I always looked at the weeks after and the absorption rate. Are those homes being absorbed? And that would tell us where the market was going, because in the early spring, there were like 3 buyers, like this February, 3 buyers for every 1 home. And then what would have normally happened, inventory after Easter would have built up, and we'd have more buyers, like 4 buyers, but for every 4 homes. And then it levels off during the summer. So what we're going to start experiencing now is almost just like, you know, what happens during the springtime. And we did see it the last couple of weeks. We did see inventory pick up. But what I'm really looking at, and what's really look at, you know, these week-to-week videos I'm doing, is the absorption rate. What's going on with the pendings? And so we saw the inventory pick up, but we saw the pending sales even pick up at a higher percentage now. So we're definitely seeing the absorption rate as pretty solid. When you look at BLACKHAWK, same type of thing. Inventory stayed about the same. Pending sales were up slightly, but still steady. And ALAMO, the same thing. The active properties actually went from 50 to 49, and the pendings went from 9 to 14. So that's what I mean when you look at San Ramon and ALAMO and DANVILLE. You actually saw the pendings outpace the active properties going on. So there's a lot of homes on the market, but again, let's pay attention to the absorption rate, because that's really going to tell us where the market's going. You know, personally, I've drowned you guys with graphs and charts, the last 8 weeks on why this isn't 2008. And you're seeing it right here. You've seen a lot of activity, homes still going pending. This is how you can tell it's not 2008 either. Look at the list price to sold price percentages. I mean, we are running 98 to 100% of asking price on average, when you add up. Now, I'm looking at this every day. I did this on Sunday a few days ago. And I'm looking at this. We're starting to see a little, as the inventory picked up a little bit, I'm starting to see things sell a little bit under asking now. So that 98, 99% might drop a little bit. But I will tell you, when we were in February, and February was the best month nationally for home sales in the last 13 years, everything was selling for asking price or above. So now we're starting to see that buyers are out there, and they're cherry picking the best deals, but they're not getting steals. They're getting homes for 98 to 100% of asking that they might normally would have had to get in the multiple offer situation. So it's a good market for a seller to be out there if your home is prepped well and it's showing good and it's priced well. It's going to sell. And if you're a buyer, it's a great chance to pick up a fair price rather than overpaying like the market we came out of in February, where everything was going for more than asking. So again, if you want any other information, because this is obviously citywide, if you want to know what your value of your home is, the COVID-19 value of your home, reach out to the Kehrig team. Obviously, our information, this is my information, my cell number 925-487-6838, and Joe at kehrigteam.com, and we will definitely, sit down with you. We can do literally a 5 to 10 minute Zoom call and show you the graphs just for your particular home and your particular neighborhood. So if you need anything like that, please reach out. And as always, may God bless the USA, God bless America, the world, because we're all in this together. And may God bless you and your family and keep you safe. See you next week.